All right, this is part two. Yeah, man. That's why those actors chosen for my movies are lucky. And all you actors in Hollywood already know who's chosen. I have the keys. You can see the future. You see what I'm saying here? All you Hollywood actors know who's chosen in Hollywood. I have the keys. You can see the future, obviously. Guaranteed Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, and Ben Affleck are the three chosen big A-listers. I could hire another A-lister for that movie if you want, but I mean, those three are enough. Because you need to watch it for your budget. Keanu Reeves and all them are going to cost me like $100 million, man, in salary alone, and now I have to pay the small A-listers for salary too. The small A-listers and the bigger A-listers for the greatest movie are going to cost me like 150, 160 million bucks. Whereas the biggest actors are cheap; they don't affect your budget. Pay the biggest actors like 2.5 million bucks. I'll have like two, three spots open for the couples for a B-list actor. Pay those guys a nice like 2.5 million bucks for the role. You can have. There's a lot of good actors out there who are good for the movie. You have Stephen Amell. Stephen Amell's good too. The guy who did Arrow, he's good for that movie. You can pay him like 3 million for the role. That's a good paycheck for him. Have him be one of the couples. There's a lot of good BS actors out there. Who else can I picture as a secret agent, as a B-list actor? There's a lot of good people out there, man. There's a lot of good B-list actors out there who are good for the role. Who else? There's a lot of good B-list actors who are good for secret agents. Yeah, Harvey Dent, who's in Suits, he's good too. For what? Someone like him, he's a pretty big. Even though he's a biggest actor, he's pretty big because Suits was a big show, man. It was a big show. For him, you can pay him 3.5 million for the role, whatever it is. The Harvey Dent guy from Suits, he's good too for a secret agent too. You can have him be one of the couples. I can picture him as a secret agent. Yeah, you can pay him 3.5 million for the role. That's a good picture. As he probably only made like I don't know 2 million for Suits or something like that around there. You know what I'm saying? Because even though he's a B actor, he's pretty big, so you can pay him a bit more. Pay him 3.5, 3.6 million, 3.7 million for the role. You can pay him that money. That's a good paycheck for him, obviously. Patrick McAdams, a guy who played Patrick McAdams guy from Suits, he's good too, obviously. Yeah. The Jessica actress in Suits is good too. She's good for a secret agent too. The Jessica actress, she's good too. Yeah, she's like a B-list actor hybrid rising star or her. You can pay her like 3.5 million for the role around. Yeah, a lot of good cats out there, man, for the Greatest Game movie, man. A lot of I'm just throwing names out there, guys. You have Nina Dobrev. Nina Dobrev is good too. If Nina Dobrev in the movie, I'd pay her 3 million for the role of the wife of the couples of the one of the couples, obviously. Now have her be a badass agent. I can picture her as a secret agent. She has that look. And have her be in the movie too. Pay her 3 million, 3.3 million for the role. Yeah. Who else is good for the role? For B-list actors, right? I'm trying to think here, man. There's a lot of good actors. Dylan O'Brien is good. He's a rising star. For him, I'd pay him if he's chosen. I'd pay him 7 million bucks. He's a rising star actor. Because Dylan O'Brien is bigger than all those biggest actors in Hollywood, right? Because those biggest actors in Hollywood, none of them got their own franchise or did big budget movies. And if they did big budget movies, chances are they landed. Stephen Amell had a pretty major role in Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying? Stephen Amell is not an A-list actor though; he's a B-list actor. Because I told you, B-list actors, there's exceptions. Sometimes they can land pretty major roles in big budget movies. You know what I'm saying? He did Ninja Turtles 2, Stephen Amell. He was a major role in that movie. There's exceptions, obviously, but Stephen Amell is not an A-list actor, though. He's a B-list actor. As right now, he's doing that wrestling show. He's doing television, yeah, because he's a B-list actor. Stephen Amell obviously struggles to land big budget movie roles because he's not an A-list actor. He's a B-list actor. But he's a pretty big B-list actor, though. You see what I'm saying? And that's why he's worth a nice like value of 3 million for your movie. 3.3 million. Nina Dobrev has a good value of 3.3 million for my movie because she did. Yeah, she's a biggest actor, but she did Flatteners. She did, you know what I'm saying? She did Triple X, but she was a minor role in Triple X. I guarantee her agent will be like, yeah, but VJ, yeah, her agent will be like, yeah, but Nina Dobrev did Triple X. You know what I'm saying? Theodore did Triple X. You know what I'm saying? You should what? Nia Dorov did Triple X. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, she did Triple X, but she was a minor role. She was not a major role in the movie. She was a minor role. Because when Nia Dorov is a B-list actor, she's not an A-list actor. That's why if she is chosen, I'm not gonna let her dupe me. If she wants like $5-6 million, I'm like, Nina, I'm not stupid. You're not worth $5-6 million for a movie. You're a B-list actor. You're not worth that. You did Vampire Diaries, which was a hit show, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You did The Grassy in the Can, obviously. That doesn't count. You did Vampire Diaries. That was a hit show, obviously. And you did what? You did a lot of independent movies. You did Triple X, yes, big budget movie, but you were a minor role because you're not an A-list actor. For your movie, you're worth a good like $3.3 million for the role. It's a good paycheck for her. If she wants more, I'm not paying her more. You're not Dylan O'Brien. You're not Dylan O'Brien. Ian Dorov is worth more than Dylan O'Brien, but Dylan O'Brien is not a B-list actor. He's a rising star. So even though Nia Dorov is worth more than Dylan O'Brien, Nia Dorov is not a rising star. She's a B-list actor. Whereas Dylan O'Brien he's a rising star. You see what I'm saying? Even though he's worth less than Nia Dorov, he's a rising star. You see what I'm saying? As you see Dylan O'Brien land a lot of some roles with bigger actors, you don't see Nia Dorov landing big movie roles. The only big movie she did was like Triple X. Flatliners was like an independent movie pretty much. She hasn't been landing big movie roles in Eudora because what? She's a B-list actor. That's why I'm not going to pay her as much. Whereas Dylan O'Brien, he's worth a nice like $7 million for a movie because he has value. He did Maze Runner, you know what I'm saying? He did what? He did The Internship. He was in Deepwater Horizon. You know what I'm saying? He had a pretty major role in Deepwater Horizon with Mark Wahlberg. Yes, that's why he's worth a nice value of $7 million for the movie. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just throwing names out there. It's not guaranteed I'm going to hire you. The only people that are guaranteed going to be hired pretty much are Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, and Ben Affleck, Paul Bettany, and the Javier Bardem guy, and perhaps John Krasinski. Most likely John Krasinski. Those are the 6 people I'm thinking of right now for the job. Everyone else, I'm just throwing names out there, man. Henry Cavill, he might be chosen, but I'm just throwing names out there. You know what I'm saying? Nia Dorov, maybe. We got Daisy Ridley. You know what I'm saying? Daisy Ridley, I'd pay her a nice like $7 million for the role. That's a good paycheck for her. $7 million. That's a nice paycheck. She'll make a couple $1,000,000 for herself after taxes and the rates. It's a nice paycheck for Daisy Ridley. As for Star Wars, she probably only got like $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Daisy Ridley's good for that movie. I can picture her as she has that beautiful British accent. You know what I'm saying? She's really good for the Secret Agent movie, and she has that secret agent look too. I can picture her as a secret agent. And have her be John Krasinski's wife if you want. Have her be John Krasinski's wife in the movie if you want. I mean, that's good. Yeah, Daisy really might be good for that movie, man. She might be good. I'll pay her $7 million for the role for Daisy Ridley. Yeah, and then you know what I'm saying, yeah. And then the biggest actors, you pay them like 3, 2.5, $2 million. Pay one guy $2 million, pay the other guy 2.7, pay the other guy 3.5 million, whatever for the biggest actors. Biggest actors don't affect your budget. They're cheap. Yeah. Biggest actors are cheap. It's the A-list actors who affect. And the minor roles, I'll just cast B-list actors. The person at the bar, the bartender, I'll have her be a woman or a man. Cast the B-list actor, pay her a nice like $250,000, $300,000 for the role of a minor role. A minor role. So, who will be the minor characters? I don't know. The bartender, the employers that interview me and VJ when we do the interviews and we're looking for jobs. Those are all minor characters. Pay those guys like what if they have like if they're in a couple scenes, pay them like $50,000 or something like that, $60,000 or something like that. That's a nice paycheck. If they're only in a couple scenes, I'm not gonna pay them that much. And the ones who have a bit more scenes, like the bartender, pay that guy like $250,000, $300,000. Pay that guy or woman $200,000. I want the guy to be a guy. Pay him like $250,000 for the role. It's a nice paycheck for a minor role. Whereas the major characters, you pay them the millions. Whereas the minor ones, you don't pay them the millions. You pay them like $250,000, $300,000, $150,000, $170,000. It's a nice paycheck for a minor role. John Krasinski, I'll pay him $13 million for the role. That's good enough for him. He's only worth like, I don't know, $35 million around there. Pay him what? Pay him $13 million for the role. That's good for him. He's worth more than Paul Bettany. That's why I'm paying him more than Paul Bettany. I'll pay him $13 million. And Paul Bettany, I'll pay him 11.5. That's good enough for him. If he wants more money, I'm not going hard enough for him. And Javier Bardem, I'll pay him $5 million. Keanu Reeves, I'll pay him $48 million. Pay him $20.9 mil bonus, and you pay him a $27 million salary. That's good for him. And Scarlett Johansson, you pay her $39 million. $50.9 mil bonus and a nice $23 million salary. That's good for her. And Ben Affleck, you pay him $30. You can pay Ben Affleck the same amount of money as Scarlett. I mean, pay him the same amount of money. I'll pay Ben Affleck $39. Just pay him 50. No, Ben Affleck, I'll pay him $38. Pay him a $14.9 mil sign bonus and pay him $22 million salary. That's good enough for him. That's $38 million, right? Pay him $14.9 and a $22 million salary. That's $38 million for Ben Affleck. So I'm paying Ben Affleck $1 million less than Scarlett Johansson. Because Scarlett Johansson's really big for a woman actor. That's why I'm paying her a bit more. Yeah. Pay them that money. That way they work hard for you. I'll give them $1.5 million for the for. I could raise the amount for the poster royalties for the bigger actors if I want. Me and Vijay are still making our 60%. Nah, I want Vijay to make our 60%. $1.5 million is good enough. I'll give all those three actors $1.5 million worth of merch money. So whenever me and Vijay get our first merch check, we take what? We take $4.5 million of our money, and we have the account punches in the royalty check, the royalty amount, and it gets deposited into the Keanu Reeves and what? Scarlett Johansson and Ben Affleck's account to get their nice $1.5 million royalty check, which is nice. That's a nice deal. As Keanu Reeves made $2 million for John Wick, I'd pay you that for a fucking merch. That's nice, man. It's a deal. You know what I'm saying? You're giving me a good deal. You're paying your money even when Hollywood pays on average. Yes, I'm paying your money even when Hollywood pays on average. That's why when I offer those guys that kind of money, when they fly on my nice luxury jet and they land on my property and a limo driver takes them to my nice studio office and they go in my room, someone takes their measurements. Hey, here's a gift from Ivan VJ, $300 gas. Like, holy shit, Ivan's company's top notch. Hey guys, come over here. You want to take your measurements? Come over here, Keanu. Come over here, Scarlett. Come over here, Ben. Come over here, Paul. Come over here, John. Come over here, Jodam. You know what I'm saying? Come over here, Javier. We want to take your measurements. And they take your measurements. Ivan Vijay will be sponsoring clothing for the ad sheets. Here's your $300 gas card. Don't lose the card. I'm gonna tell them, look, tell Keanu Reeves and them, do not lose a $300 gas card. Otherwise, I'm not recompensating them. If you lose your $300 gas card, I'm not recompensating you. As the $300 gas card is not a part of the contract. And do not lose the card. If you want to have a nice year's worth of gas, don't lose the card, Tim Singer. Holy shit, Ivan just gave me a year's worth of gas. Yeah, man. Nice, it's a nice deal. You know what I'm saying? They sit down and say, okay, guys, sit down on the couch. I and Vijay will send you guys in one by one. The secretaries, we're in the office. The secretaries let me and Vijay know. And we're going to be in the room. We're going to sign a contract. I offer Keanu Reeves his contract, his $48 million contract. He's shocked. Holy shit. Ivan's company easily competes with Hollywood. Yeah, man. Hollywood doesn't pay me this on average. Yeah. I heard Keanu Reeves made a lot of money for the Matrix. I heard he made like $80 million. I heard they offered him like $250 million. Keanu Reeves, like the biggest. Keanu Reeves was offered like the biggest movie contract. They offered him like $250 million, and Keanu Reeves put a lot of that money towards special effects and paying the special effects team a good salary, obviously. And I heard he only took home like $80 million for the Matrix. So he made a lot of money off Matrix, but on average for all his other movies, he probably only made like 7, 8, 10, 15 million around there for all his other movies. And so I'm easily competing with Hollywood on average. You'd be like, holy shit, Ivan's company easily competes with Hollywood. Ivan just offered me $48 million. That's a lot of money. Yeah, man. $48 million I offer Keanu Reeves. He'll be like, it's a deal, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? He might be greedy and ask for 50 of my Keanu. I'm not paying you for, I have to watch for you're already affecting my budget. I have to pay the crewmen, Keanu. It's not just about you. I have to pay the crewmen. They have families to feed, Keanu Reeves. Oh, I understand, Ivan, yes. Especially Scarlett Johansson. Something tells me Scarlett Johansson is a very, very greedy woman, because the fact that she filed that lawsuit against Disney when she already got her $20 million salary, that's how you know Scarlett Johansson's a greedy woman, obviously. She made $20 million for Black Widow, and I heard she was supposed to make like an extra $30 million off the profits. And she felt like Disney screwed her over because they released the movie on Disney Plus, whatever it is. That's how you know Scarlett Johansson's a greedy woman. She's greedy and she wants like 50 million bucks. I'm like, Scarlett, well, you're paying Keanu Reeves 48 million, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, but you're not him. You're not Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson. You're not as big as him. Hence why I'm not paying you as much as him. You're a big woman actor. I'm nice enough to pay you a nice $39 million salary. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to work in Hollywood. Don't like my offer, man, and make less money. As you're not gonna, Hollywood will not offer you $39 million on average. They're gonna offer you probably 15, 20 million for your movies. You see what I'm saying? And I'm paying you more, almost double what you made for Black Widow. Accept my deal, or what? Or I'll cast someone else, and you can go back and work in Hollywood and be the side tension. You don't like my offer. I have a deal. You know what I'm saying? Even though you agree you're paying a lot of money, yes, I'm paying you a lot of money. I'm paying you a lot of money. I'm giving you $1.5 million for the merch. It's a nice check. It's a nice royalty check. So whenever the photographers get together with us and we do the actions for our posters, you guys all get paid for that. Paul Bettany gets his $250,000 royalty check. Javier Bardem gets his $250,000 royalty check. You know what I'm saying? It's a good deal. That's a good deal. Hollywood doesn't give us a dime for the merch. Yeah, and I'm giving you $250,000 for the merch and $1.5 million. But something tells me Scarlett Johansson's agent will be greedy, man. She's gonna try and get like, so what Scarlett Johansson might do, she might try and push for maybe 45, 40, 43, 44 million dollars. And if that doesn't work, she'll try and get a piece of the royalties. Yeah, are you gonna give me a piece? I don't know, a nice 0.1% of that, because she knows like 0.1% is like $18 million. Am I getting a nice 0.1% of that, Ivan? I'm like, no, Scarlett, you're not worth my royalties. What I'm paying you is good enough. If you think I'm going to give you $18 million of my money, you're crazy. I'm not giving you a piece of the royalties. Yeah, but Ivan, it's not if you're still making your 60%. Yeah, I'm making 60%, but that's not the point. The point is you're not worth my royalties. You see what I'm saying? You have to let these Hollywood actors know. They're not worth your royalties, man. The whole world is, like Scarlett, I don't mean to be rude, but the whole world is not going crazy about this movie because of you, man. They're going crazy about the movie because of me and VJ. Mainly me, because I'm the main show. Don't hate me, VJ. But they're going crazy about the movie because of me and VJ. You see what I'm saying? Me and VJ are the main show. Whereas you're not the main show. You're not God. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm not giving Scarlett Johansson any more than $39 million. Even VJ will agree. I'm not paying you. You're not getting a piece of my royalties, Scarlett. You're not worth my fucking royalties. Yeah, she's not worth our royalties, man. You're not getting a piece of the royalties. If Keanu Reeves' agent's greedy and they try and get, Keanu Reeves is big. Yeah, he's big, but he's not as big as me. You see what I'm saying? Yes, Keanu Reeves is big. Trust me, he's so big that when he walks in my office, I'm going to be like, holy shit, this is Keanu Reeves. I'm going to be a bit shocked. Holy shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm flying, all these actors who I looked up to in my life, I'm flying them in my office. But even though these guys are big, I'm bigger than them. I'm the son of God, man. I'm big. Look, Keanu Reeves, you may be big in Hollywood, but compared to me, you're pretty small. You're not that big. See what I'm saying? I don't mean to be rude. Compared to me, Keanu Reeves is small. He's not as big as me. As the whole world does not go crazy about his movies. You know what I'm saying? John Wick 3 only did like $300 million on a $60 million budget. You know what I'm saying? He's big, but he's not as big as me, Keanu Reeves. You see what I'm saying? And they all know that, yeah, even though we're big, man, compared to Ivan, we're fucking small. Yeah, Ivan's so big. Yeah, Ivan and VJ are so big. And that's why they're not worth our royalties. We're that big to the point why they're not even worth our royalties. The only way I would give the actors a piece of the pie is if I took home like 65. If I took home like 65, 67, 68, 70% of the profits, I would gladly give the actors a piece of the profits. Like 0.5% or something like that. Because I'm making more than money. But because I'm only making 60, and what? And Amazon's taking 4. Why don't you do a deal 73 with Amazon? If I do 73 with Amazon, they will not accept the deal. As we live in a greedy world, Amazon will not accept 70-30. I guarantee you, if I tell Amazon I want 70%, you take 30, they're gonna be like, no, Ivan, they're not gonna agree to the deal because we live in a greedy world. 60-40 they'll accept because 40% is a nice chunk of the profit, but they're not gonna accept 30%, man. We live in a greedy world. That's the world we live in, man. The Amazon CEOs are sharks. They're all sharks. They're not going to accept 70-30. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. If I took home 61% of the pie, I would gladly give the actors like 0.2% of the pie. 0.3 because I'll take my 60%. Okay, I'll take 1% of my money and I divide it amongst yourselves for the royalties. I'll gladly give the actors a piece of royalties if I took home like 61%. I would just give, me and VJ can just give them like 0.3% of the pie or something like that. Because I'm only taking home 60 and Amazon's taking 40, I'm not giving the actors a piece of the pie. Because the actors know if they get a piece of the royalties, they're going to strike it rich, man. Yeah, we got our rich salary and our bonus. At the same time, we got like a nice like 20, 25, $30 million for ourselves extra in cash. That's why they all want a piece of that pie, because the real money is not the front end money. The front end money is a lot of money for my company, but the real money is the back end profits of the box office of the 4K Blu-ray copies sold on Amazon. That's the real money. That's why all the actors' agents are going to try and get a piece of that pie, but they're not getting a piece of the pie. Ben Affleck, guaranteed he'll try and get a piece of the pie too, or he'll push for more money. He might try and ask for $50 million. Ben Affleck, $45 million. I'm like, Ben Affleck, I'm not going to pay you $45 million. $38 million is good enough, as you don't make this in Hollywood on average. And Ivan, you're paying Keanu Reeves $48 million. You're not as big as him, Ben. You're not as big as Keanu Reeves. That's why I'm not paying you as much. Yeah, man, you're not as big as him. I'm not going to pay you as much as him. The reason why I'm paying him almost $50 million is because he's big, man. He's bigger than you guys. You see what I'm saying? Ben Affleck and Scarlett Johansson are big, but they're not as big as guys like Keanu Reeves, Will Smith, Tom Cruise, and all them, and Tom Hanks. You see what I'm saying? They're not as big as those actors. You see what I'm saying? They're not as big as those actors. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is also good for the Hidden Valley movie too. I can have Tom Hanks, Dwayne Johnson, and Chris Hemsworth compete for the job of the couples. Compete for the job for the Hidden Valley, because I can picture Tom Hanks in the movie. By then he'll be what? Like he'll be like 80 though, right? He'll be like 80 years old, Tom Hanks. I can have him be the old guy who escaped the island, because he did a movie called Castaway. So he might be good for that. I can have him have a small role in the movie. Pay him for him to have a small role in the movie. You can pay him like $5 million or something like that. Tom Hanks. Okay, I can have Tom Hanks be the guy who escaped the island, and have him be in the movie. Have him have a minor role. If he has a minor role, you can pay him a lot of money. Pay him like $5 million, something like that. He might be good for that movie. We'll see what happens. Yeah, you gotta let the sharks. You do not let the sharks dupe you. But I told you, I'll tell VJ. Hey VJ, do you want to try and push for 70-30 for Amazon? But if we do that, Amazon's not going to accept the deal, man. They know. Yeah, they know. Ivan, you're being too greedy, man. We want a piece of that pie, man. Amazon will not accept the deal of 70-30. No fucking way, man. We live in a greedy world. Jack Beals will be like, yeah, Ivan, I'm not accepting 70-30, man. Like, we have a lot of costs, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of costs. We have to pay our employees. Amazon has a lot of costs. They have to pay their employees. They have a lot of overhead costs. You see what I'm saying? Jeff Bezos will not accept 70-30. Even 65-35 they will not accept. Whereas 40% they'll accept. That's a good deal. That's why I'm gonna be nice. I'll give them 40%. That's why no actor's getting a piece of my roles. I'm gonna be very, very strict. And there's nothing worse than giving, I don't know, 3 actors 0.5%. You know what I'm saying? And you and VJ made like 58.5% of the royalties, and Amazon took home their 40. No fucking way, man. You're not getting a piece of the royalties. Worst comes to worst, I can pay Keanu Reeves and all them a bonus after filming is completed. Because if I have a lot of money left over in my budget, because there's a high chance I'm gonna have like 35-40 million left over in my budget for in my movie budget. I can use some of that money to pay them a bonus. You can pay Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck maybe, I don't know, a $7 million bonus, and pay Keanu Reeves a $10 million bonus after filming if you want. I can do that. I can do a deal like that for them. You can do a deal like that for them. I can do that for them. I might do that for them because they're big. I can do that for all the bigger A-list actors in my movie, obviously. Whereas the small A-list actors and rising stars and what? The small A-list actors, the rising stars, and the B-list actors, they don't get bonuses after filming is completed. No, because they're not big. Whereas the bigger ones, you can do that for them to keep them happy. I can do that. Okay, if I have, I don't know, if I have, for the greatest movie, if I have a good $30 million left over in the budget, I can give Ben Affleck and Scarlett Johansson an $8 million bonus, and I can give Keanu Reeves his $10 million bonus if you want. If I have, there's a good chance I'm going to have like $40 million left over in the budget for the Great Escape movie. My salary budget, I'll have probably like maybe $7-8 million left. The movie budget, I'll have like $40 million left. I can pay Scarlett Johansson and have like a $7 million bonus. I can pay Keanu Reeves his 10 to keep him happy if you want. And the rest is going towards the world tour and the red carpet, the flights for the red carpet event. You see what I'm saying? You can do that, and I'll pay the director. I'll pay the director who directed John Wick 3. If he's John Wick or Casino Royale, I'll pay them a bonus too. Pay them like a 1 mil bonus or something like that after the film is completed. The director. The director's not as big, right? I can do a deal like that for Scarlett Johansson and them to keep them happy if you want. Okay, I'll pay your $38 million salary. You get your $1.5 million money for the royalty checks, and I'll pay you a bonus after filming, a 7 mil bonus after filming. Which is like, so Scarlett Johansson's making her what? 39 plus 7 is what? 30 what? 46 million, whatever it is. So Scarlett Johansson makes her 46 million. Ben Affleck makes his 45. And Keanu Reeves makes his $58 million with the bonus. I can do that for them. I can do that for them. Okay, guys, okay, Keanu Reeves, I'll pay you $48 million, $1.5 million merch, and I'll give you a 10 mil bonus after filming is completed. Because I'll have like $40 million left over in the budget, like a lot of money left over in the budget. I can easily afford to pay them a bonus. Because I don't have to put more money into special effects. $250 million is more than enough to watch special effects for the Great Escape movie. If I have $4 million left over in the budget, guys, which I will, I'll pay you guys I can pay you a bonus after filming is completed. Before you go on the world tour, you get your bonus. I'll pay you get your royalty check and you get your nice bonus. I can pay Ben Affleck a 7 mil bonus. Pay Scarlett Johansson a 7 mil bonus after filming is completed, which is nice. And you can pay Keanu Reeves a 10 mil bonus after filming. Whereas Paul Bettany and them don't get a bonus because they're not bigger A-listers. Paul Bettany was like, whoa, you're paying them a bonus. I'm like, yeah, Paul Bettany, I'm paying you a bonus, but you're what? You're what? I'm paying them a bonus because they're bigger A-listers. You're not a bigger A-lister. The small A-listers and the biggest actors, rising stars, don't get the same perks as the bigger ones. Because the big actors are really, really big and they're respecting the industry, they're worth that kind of money. I can do that for Scarlett Johansson. I can even do that for Will Smith. I can pay Will Smith a 10 mil bonus too. After I can pay Will Smith, Natalie Portman. I can pay Natalie Portman. And because for him, chances are I'm going to have like $30 million, 35 left over in the budget too. I could pay Natalie Portman, a 4 mil bonus after filming. Pay Mark Wahlberg a 5 mil bonus, and you can pay Will Smith his 10. Will Smith makes his $63 million. You can do a deal like that for Will Smith. You can do the same thing for Dwayne Johnson. I'll put more money in the movie to afford it, obviously. Right? 670 is more than enough towards a Great Escape. Because I'm doing the math. For the extras for the Great Escape movie will only cost me like, I don't know, $4 million, $5 million bucks. I'm gonna have like $40 million left over in the budget, man. $45 million left over in the budget, something crazy. To lease the streets for 3.5 months will cost me maybe $60 million bucks. Yeah, I'm doing the math. I'm gonna have like $40 million left over in the budget, man. Hence, I can easily pay Keanu Reeves them their bonus. For the Great Escape, I'll have money left over in the budget too. I can pay Will Smith his bonus. To KK Will Smith, I'll pay you $63 million to keep you happy. You're walking away with like, I don't know, $25 million plus in your bank, whatever it is. You see what I'm saying, huh? After taxes. After taxes, the agent and the rates. Because you have the rates, don't forget that, right? You can pay Will Smith a 10 mil bonus. Okay, well, to keep you happy, I'll pay you a $20.9 million bonus, your $32 million salary at start production, you get your $1.5 million for the merch, and you get a 10 mil bonus after filming is completed. Which is a nice deal for Will Smith, and I can do the same thing for Natalie Portman. I can pay her for $34 million, or $14 million signing bonus. Obviously, I can pay her a $20 million salary, and she gets a $4 million bonus after film is complete. That's a good deal for Natalie Portman. So she gets 38, and then Mark Wahlberg, I'll pay him like a 5 mil bonus after filming. He gets $14 million and $22 million salary. You can pay him a 5 mil bonus after filming. That way you keep them happy, because the reason why I'm this generous is because I know me and Vij are going to make billions off our movies. Chris Hemsworth, I can do the same thing for him. I can pay him like a 7 mil bonus after filming is complete. You pay him his 45 and you pay him a 7 mil bonus after filming is completed. You can do that for him. Put more money into the budget. I might make the him value for maybe 720. Put more money into the budget to afford to pay these actors the bonus after filming. It's a good deal. Whereas a Great Escape movie is $670 is more than enough. I'll have enough to pay all these actors their post production bonus. Hey guys, I'm gonna pay you your post filming bonus. I'll pay Scarlett your 7 to keep you happy, Scarlett. I'll pay your $7 million bonus after filming, and I'll pay Ben Affleck his $7 million. I'll pay Keanu Reeves his $10 million to keep them happy. You see what I'm saying? That way they're not angry at you because the amount of money I don't mean to be cocky. The amount of money me and VJ are making is embarrassment of riches. Me and VJ signed the biggest movie contract ever with Amazon. We're fucking loaded. We signed the biggest movie contract ever with Amazon, and it's what? These actors know that, yeah, we know Ivan signed that massive deal with Amazon. That's 60% of all the profits for the box office and merch. Ivan and VJ are going to make their $4 billion with the movies and merch. To keep these actors happy, you got to pay them a lot of money. See what I'm saying? But that's my final offer. Okay, look, guys, this is my final offer. If it's not good enough for you, you're more than welcome to work in Hollywood. As you're not going to make this all on average. I'm willing to pay you a bonus even after filming is completed. I'll do that for all the big A-listers. All the big A-listers for all my movie, I'll pay them a bonus after filming is completed. You pay them. Whereas the smaller A-listers, rising stars, and the rising stars and what? The smaller A-listers, rising stars, and B-list actors don't get post-filming bonuses. The small A-listers are big actors, but they're not. They build some buzz. They don't build the kind of buzz the bigger ones build. Paul Bettany might get a bit angry, like, Ivan, what the fuck, man? You're paying like Keanu Reeves all them like bonuses after filming. Yeah, you're not them, Paul. You're an A-list actor, but you're not a bigger one. You're a smaller one. I'm paying you $11.5 million. That's good enough. If you don't like it, Paul, you're more than welcome to work in Hollywood. If you don't like my offer, Ivan, it's a deal. Yes, I'm paying you a lot of money, man. I'll do that for all my movies. For all my movies, all the bigger A-listers get bonuses after filming. They get bonuses before, and they get pre-bonuses, and they get post-bonuses. I'll pay them 2 bonuses. The bigger A-list actors. I'll do that I'll do that for my company. That way you keep them happy, because the amount of money they're making is pocket compared to how much me and VJ are making. You see what I'm saying here? It's, even though Keanu Reeves is making his $58 million, that's nothing compared to how much money me and VJ are making. You see what I'm saying? But if you want your company to be the best that compete with Hollywood, you got to pay these actors a lot of money. That way you can compete with Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? And that's why Keanu Reeves would be shocked. Holy shit, Ivan's offered me a lot of money. He offered me a $20.9 million signing bonus. He offered me, a $27 million salary and a $10 million bonus after filming. Yeah. Scarlett Johansson, Ivan offered me $15.9 million, $23 million salary, and he offered me a $7 million bonus after filming. Yeah, it's a good deal. Ben Affleck, Ivan offered me $14.9 million, and he offered me a $22 million salary and a $7 million bonus after filming. Yeah, it's a nice paycheck, man. As Ben Affleck, I heard, got like $7-8 million for Justice League, $12 million around there. My company easily competes with Hollywood. Easily. I thought it'd be cool to talk about the Sharks in this video. Do not let the Hollywood actors do it. The worst comes to worst, to keep them happy, just pay them more money. Pay them a post-filming bonus to keep them happy. Okay, VJ, to keep these big A-listers happy, let's pay them 2 bonuses. Let's pay them a bonus before work and a bonus after work. So before Keanu Reeves and all them go on that world tour, the account will punch in their bonuses, and then it gets deposited into their bank, obviously, and they get their nice check before they go on the world tour with me and VJ. And they also get their nice $1.5 million